East African people are eagerly awaiting a Chinese-built standard gauge railway project set to run from Kenya's coastal city of Mombasa to Rwanda's capital Kigali through Uganda, this being the latest in a spate of efforts to facilitate transportation and boost trade in the East African region. It is expected to cover a distance of 2,935 kilometers, featuring passenger trains with a speed of 120 kilometers per hour and freight trains designed to move at 80 kilometers per hour. Most African experts and financial analysts are upbeat about the project of good results once the railway project is completed, saying it will be the backbone of the East African country's public transport system and a component of growth. According to financial advisor based in Nairobi, Ali Kansachu, the project will redefine the concept of regional transportation, providing East Africans with a first-class transportation system.
The railway is as revolutionary in the year 2015 as it was revolutionary more than 100 years ago when the first railway was built. It's going to have an enormous impact, a very, very positive spillover effects for the economy. I drove down recently at Christmas and there was a lot of activity on that road, and I think this will be very positive for GDP as well. One of the biggest challenges in this region is the cost of transport. In fact, many analyses has shown that in East Africa, transportation is the most expensive anywhere in the world. The railway will cut transportation costs big time and be very stimulative for the economy.
He added that the project will place the East African region at par with the world advanced countries whose railway projects have played a key role in industrialization and modernization.
It's difficult for people to imagine how transformative it will be, but I think already you can see there's a lot of excitement. I think the country is ready for it. I mean, this Kenya is the linchpin state, is the route to the sea for all these other East African countries, and having an effective railway is going to be transformative for that status for Kenya. So I think until people see physically the railway and the trains, they might not believe it, but it's definitely coming. I, for one, saw it coming very fast when I was down there at Christmas.
According to Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta, the construction would raise Kenya's gross domestic product by 1.5% annually when completed. He said the railway line, which is expected to be complete before the end of 2017, will lead to increased volumes of the country's national and international trade. According to Uhuru Kenyatta, the construction will lead to thousands of jobs for Kenyans as well as lead the country's economic transformation of the country. China in May 2014 signed a deal to build a $3.8 billion rail link between Kenya's Mombasa and Nairobi. The first phase of the line will eventually link Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, and South Sudan. Under the deal, Exim Bank of China will provide 90% of the cost to replace the decade-old line with 379-mile standard gauge link, while Kenya will fund the balance of 10%. Construction of Kenyan side started in October to take 3.5 years to complete, while China Communication Construction Company is the main contractor.